On a beautiful lake on a warm summer day, the surface is sparkling, everything looks perfect. But beneath that calm exterior, a silent crisis could be unfolding, a slow, invisible suffocation. Because the single most important sign of a lake's health is something you can't even see: oxygen. In many lakes, summer creates a divide. The sun warms the top layer, making it light, while the deep water stays cold and dense. They stop mixing, a process called stratification. And just like that, the bottom half of the lake is sealed off from the air above. No new oxygen can get in. Now, think about the bottom of the lake. It's covered in organic material, fallen leaves, dead algae, and as this material decomposes, it uses up oxygen. With the bottom layer completely cut off from its supply, the dissolved oxygen levels start to plummet. Once the oxygen is gone, the lake enters a state of hypoxia, or even anoxia, no oxygen at all. This is where the real problems begin. The very chemistry of the lakebed sediment changes. Without oxygen to hold them in place, nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen, which had been locked away in the sediment, are suddenly released back into the water. This is like pouring fertilizer directly into the lake. It fuels explosive growth of algae and cyanobacteria, and this creates a devastating self-reinforcing cycle. More nutrients lead to more algal blooms. When those massive blooms die, they sink and decompose, which consumes even more oxygen. The problem feeds itself, spiraling the lake into a worse and worse state. But this cycle can be broken. The solution is to restore what was lost: oxygen. Restoring dissolved oxygen back into that deep, isolated layer fundamentally resets the system. With enough oxygen, the sediment chemistry flips back, stopping the release of those troublesome nutrients. Organic matter decomposes cleanly, the habitat recovers, allowing fish and tiny invertebrates to thrive. They, in turn, help control the algae. The entire ecosystem begins to stabilize. A lake with dissolved oxygen restored all the way to the bottom becomes clearer, more resilient, and far less likely to suffer from toxic blooms. It's not a temporary fix. It's about restoring the foundation of a healthy, living system, giving the lake back the very breath it needs to sustain itself.